Some weapons are not made. They are born from fire. Fire does not only burn, it reminds, it shapes, and it whispers to steel what it must become, because fire is the first force humankind could not dominate, but learned to understand. When humans learned to control fire, they did not confront the world, but their own limits. This is not the shape of power, but the shape of knowledge. Every strike leaves a mark. Every mark carries the memory of its maker. The hammer only falls. But the decision was made long before you. A war hammer bearing the signature of Carbon Mallard. In this workshop, time flows differently. There is no place for modern haste here. Clocks fall silent. Calendars lose meaning. Instinct speaks, because steel recognizes patience, and it does not forgive haste. Master Fatih Özcan handles the sword and the hammer with the same discipline. For him, the difference is not in form, but in intent. For a sword master, metal is not merely a material to be shaped. It is a counterpart. It responds to mistakes. It resists force. And it reveals its true nature only to those who approach with respect. As the workshop heats up, the air grows heavy. Fire breathes. Steel glows. Sweat runs from the master's brow and falls onto the heated steel. In that moment, two labors meet, that of man and that of matter. The sweat turns to vapor. The steel hisses. The sound does not rise, but the meaning deepens. The master knows then, this is no longer just work. It is an encounter, because steel is the greatest gesture the gods ever granted to humankind. It sleeps deep within the earth. It matures with time. It is tested by fire, and it gains meaning only through the human hand. It is neither stone nor wood. It accepts will. It demands judgment, and in return, it offers loyalty. This is why the master does not seek to prove strength. He does not display it. He does not shout it. He does not chase power. He accumulates it. With every piece, he asks the same question. Is this steel worthy of being carried? He listens to the steel first, then entrusts it to the fire. As the flames rise, the metal softens, but the will hardens. Every strike is not a command. It is an offer. If steel accepts, it takes form. If not, the master steps back. Here, the master's motivation is clear. Not to be faster, not to appear stronger, but to be more precise. Because mastery defends the process, not the result. Every strike is measured. Balance matters more than force, because steel is not forced. It is convinced. At this stage, the war hammer reveals its identity for the first time. It is still raw, but its fate is already set. Surfaces are refined. Edges become defined. Weight is distributed. Silence is measured. Room is left for restraint. A sword master thinks most about what cannot be seen, the feeling in the hand, the millimeter of deviation in a strike, the space that remains in silence. An artist's mastery lives in the details. Every overlooked line becomes, on the battlefield, the thin line between life and death. A war hammer must not only be heavy, it must speak in the hand. It must answer its bearer. It must be balanced, because true power is power that can be controlled. Fire speaks one final time. It says its last word and falls silent. The steel is now ready. It carries the trace of sweat, the memory of fire, the weight of time. Silent, yet resolute. This is not a weapon. This is the point where the god's gesture and human will intersect. The embodiment of ancient knowledge in steel. Carbon mallard. Master Fatih Özcan.